What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be talking about the changes that are going to be happening this week. So as you guys have probably seen, it's been one of our best videos in the past couple weeks. The free loot video, if you guys haven't checked it out, go look at it to see what all the changes are going to be coming to our game. But there are a bunch of stuff on the TapTap test server that should be coming live sometime this week. We don't know if it's going to be during the event on Thursday, Friday, or if we're going to get it earlier in the week like Tuesday or Wednesday. But we are going to be getting all those free rewards this week on Android and iOS. So we need to go over what is going to be changing, because there are some changes, especially if you are in the earlier game. Some things are going away, you're getting new stuff, and there's little tiny changes that we've seen. So there's 5 things I want to go over. Let's jump into it and let's get going. So we are on our TapTap account here. We need to go over a few things, and I think number one that we should go to, it's behind my head somewhere here, the new chapter system. So there are a few things to this that are very important to note. One thing we didn't really pay attention to, of course, when we first looked at this was some of this stuff you have to do actively. So you're most likely, everybody will be on chapter, let's see. When it comes out, everybody is going to be on chapter 4. Why is that? Well, if you see this little star right here, obtain 5,000 gold via auto battle. You're not going to be able to do other things above that until this one is done. Why? Because down the bottom here it says quest with this star mark will only take effect after the corresponding chapter is unlocked. So you see how there's a star here and then there's another star here. Well, you can't forge a piece of gear until you first get the gold. So there's going to be a chain of events you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get gold. You're then going to have to forge some gear. Then you're going to have to deal damage to a guild boss. So try not to do anything. I mean, I imagine that's going to count a flame shrine boss. I really hope so. Otherwise, that could get really weird for older accounts. We haven't been able to test it on that. Next, you're going to have to get more gold from auto battle. You're then going to have to do more damage to a guild boss. So make sure you have multiple attempts open. More gold from auto battle. Granted, it's not a ton, but as you guys see, there's a trend here. You're going to have to keep getting gold over and over and over. So this might slow you down, because this is, at this point, it's 300,000 gold. You might be on this chapter for a couple days before you move on. And of course, another guild boss fight. So as you guys can see, more gold. This could actually take quite a while between getting gold from auto battle and doing guild boss damage. These are the two that are constantly throughout the chapters here that you can only accomplish when you are on that chapter itself. Now, after that, there's even more up in chapter 29, more boss damage. So depending on how your flame shrine lines up as well, it could take a while to get this damage done. Again, it's a lot of them. How much does this want? 1 billion. That's pretty much easy for a lot of people nowadays, unless you're very early game. But yeah, as you guys can see, claiming campaign loot and killing guild bosses or doing damage to them is going to be what's going to slow you down. You're not going to be able to immediately complete all 42 chapters and get all the hero copies of Garuda and all the food and all the nonsense immediately. It is going to take some time to go. So that's the first thing you need to be prepared for. So if you're smart, you'll probably want to leave some campaign loot and all your attacks available. Again, I have not been able to test it with Flame Shrine bosses, but I imagine if you are done with the raid bosses, I believe it's going to work. We're going to have to see, though. The second thing is the glory challenge. So there's a few things we need to talk about here. And the big one is going to be that this right here, the glory challenge of friends, the one that has to do with your monster, with your galactic tree, and your star spawns. This one is retroactive. You don't have to do anything but already have them all complete. This is the one tree where everything can just be automatically done. Now, the other two look like you're going to have to redo them, which is going to be a little rough. The gear one, it could be a little tough, especially if you're earlier game, you don't have a ton of gems, but you do get gem refunds. When it comes to the artifacts, save some shards up. Make sure you save some exclusive and non-exclusives. Make sure you can get a pay-to-win artifact. So if you do have a chest sitting there, just leave it there so you can grab that out immediately. And then down the bottom here, I think we're not going to have Ormus Workshop open. So these are going to take a while to complete, right? Because Ormus Workshop ends this week. So if it comes on Thursday update, we're not going to be able to do the Ormus trick where you can just rebuild these, destroy them, or not destroy, unequip them, break them down, build a different one, and then you can build it right back to the other one. But each one is a different grouping of them to get 450 relics, including this one. You're over 500, which is absolutely insane. You get more orange artifacts, more dust. This is really good, but this one is not retroactive. This one also does not look retroactive right here for your stone. So this could be very difficult. Enhanced 3 hero stones to 3-star soul stone. That could take a while. And then the last one here to get a hero copy chest. 10 heroes to 3-star soul stone. That sounds like a long-term project. Now, the other one that also seems like it does not activate retroactively is the building of E5 heroes. So you might need to rebuild each one of these factions E5 heroes if you do want to get all these puppets. There's also some hero copies up for grabs in here as well. And then there's also 6-star puppets in each one of these for waking a 10-star in that faction. So the 9-star and 10-star, not a big deal for the normal factions because of course you're going to be doing that for food no matter what. Light and dark is a little bit more difficult for those in the early game, but honestly, if you got to do it again, it's fine. The one I'm worried about here is the Transcendence heroes via the evolution cube. Some people just built their new hero, which means they're going to have to wait another, 4 to 6 months to build another Transcendence hero to get those. Activate any hero skill enhancement to Void Imprint 2. That was not too difficult if you can get that one done because that will give you a hero copy chest. And then the last one here, activate any hero skill to V4. You're going to get a 10-star puppet. That again shouldn't be hard if you already have them. You built a hero and everything because you're just going to, take it off a hero, put it on a hero. The big thing is making this right here, but we do have Transcendence Jara. Yeah, Transcendence Jara coming later this month, so you should be able to do it at that time if you're building Jara, or if you're going to build like Queen, if she's not a hero that's going to work for you. So that's kind of like my number 2 and number 3 all together here, the retroactive and the non-retroactive. Number 4 is going to be something else interesting. So something I've realized on the TapTap server is when you start a brand new account, number 1, there are a ton of value packages you can get in the early game. This right here popped up from completing like chapter 9 in the campaign. This is the one that has like tons of stuff. So for spenders, there's a lot more things that you're going to get out of this right here. A lot. You can literally, I want to spend on anniversary and see how fast we can build an E5 on that account. But the other thing that is very interesting is now you can immediately start your adventure here in Celestial Island. Previously, you had to get the tower to like 6 or 7 level, which does take sometimes like a week to get that unlocked. Now it's immediately there, so you can already start farming those puppets and all those resources. So make sure you do that. The last change I want to talk about is something we need to jump back over to our regular servers for. So I'm going to close out of this guy right here, and let's see if it updates for me. Come on. There we go. It updated back to our regular servers. So something that is disappearing, this is the number 5 for you guys. Boot Camp is actually no longer here. So all the things you get from here, you get the Starlight, you get like scrolls. You don't get many. So I'm not disappointed that this is going away because it's like, who really cares about that? The glory journeys, again, not really important because you're going to be able to get it through the chapter system. This one here, the bounties were just really weird. They didn't really give much. The one that does feel bad is the growth race is disappearing. So this is one that gave you a 5-star every day. It gave you 500 gems every day. It gave you promotion stones, spirit, and gold. Those are all going away, and I think they're pretty much transitioning into the brand new chapter system. So those are pretty much the big changes coming your way this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. So that wraps up the changes coming this week. Again, we don't know what day during the week it's coming, but in case you guys want to make sure you hear immediately, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that subscribe button. I know there's like 2,000 you guys brand new to the channel, so welcome. Thank you for stopping on by the Idle Heroes content. Hit that subscribe button. We're growing. We're almost 50,000, halfway to that silver play button. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.